Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today evening, we're going to look at social engineering. What do you understand by what social engineering? Social engineering uh, as one way that attackers use to access sensitive information. Like there's so different techniques they use under social engineering. Someone might use phishing, vishing, smishing. Uh, all these different techniques under social engineering one. We're going to look at these the different types of social engineering. Social engineering particularly is like it's something to do with psychological the psychological trick of someone, or maybe let me say deceptive ways, or deceptive ways of tricking someone into revealing sensitive information about themselves, like a username. It can be like a password and their password to access the maybe the critical information. And we are going to let's look at the different types of social engineering. And one of the most common type of social engineering, that is phishing. Phishing, this is mostly use of emails. Those who are working in big organization, maybe targeting you personally, a personal account, so that someone can access your information. Second to that, we look at phishing as a fraudulent attempt to obtain sensitive information by masquerading or as a trustworthy electronic communication like entity, like in a way that, like, let me say, someone is sending you an email, and that is going to trick you into clicking a link that is attached to that email. You don't know, like maybe it could be like a change in a slide in one of the letters within that email, and it seems to be originating from a trustworthy source or entity. Then later you end up like clicking on the link that is attached to it. Maybe it can be like let me say like a reset your password. Maybe someone is trying to access your account, and they say try what try try what try resetting your password or on your account. Someone is trying to hack into your account on this particular time. When someone is using this and distribute this email to you through deceptive means, you'll be one of the recipients that is going to get this information. Once you get this information, you're going to click on that malicious link, and once you click on the malicious link, definitely you're going to be hacked, and the information is all going to be stolen. Second to that is spear phishing. One of the social engineering types is spear phishing. It's a more targeted of advance of phishing, where attackers traitor or a traitor uh, where the attacker tailored the approach to a specific individual organization. Like within an organization, we have these big dogs within the organization. Maybe like they know the particular people to attack and all this. So one, you need to be really vigilant about this email, because when they originate from a different sources, you have to know that how do you prevent yourself from this? You cannot just open an email from unknown. So that is one of the most important ways of preventing yourself from spear phishing. Second to third type of social engineering is whaling. Whaling attacks of a form of spear phishing that specifically targets the high-profile individuals like CEOs and all these big dogs within the company. One of the most important things that you need to understand about social engineering, we said it is all about it is something that allow someone to reveal a sensitive information. On this, it is very important to protect yourself from these social engineering tricks. Second to that, well, as we said, a fourth type of social engineering, we said we have what? We have phishing. Phishing is that in form of voice. As we say, smishing is like SMS, phishing is like use of emails. That is one. Maybe someone uses a call to call you, and they say maybe so and so, you have a problem with your account, please, we're going to send you a code, and on this code you're going to send it back to all these. That is phishing. It has Some of us have come across such calls, and you maybe you have got a call from a source that is seem to be legitimate, and you get information from them. Like, but that call for that individual is just triggering you to make sure that you reveal that information. The fifth type of social engineering, tailgating. Tailgating is what is a security breach occurs when an attacker exploits a moment when a control entry point is opened by an authorized individual. So this one is very important in a way that, like, at least you need to be sensitive, like not a very restricted area or where unauthorized users are not allowed. You should be vigilant to make sure that who goes there, who enters in that place, so that you not fall victim for this the tailgating. The sixth part, the sixth type, we know that is impersonation. Impersonation where is where an attacker adopts a false identity to deceive an individual or organization in granting access to restricted or divulging sensitive information. This one is very common, and we need to be very vigilant. Where, like, at least online, maybe someone can use someone's fake name and to fake it, and like is an individual who's a legitimate owner of that particular account when he's just impersonating an individual. So this one is we need to protect ourselves from it. We also have another type which is called dumpster diving. It's whereby an individual or an attacker or an attacker goes to a dustbin of the particular organization, searches for sensitive information, files or documents that could have been thrown into a dustbin, and then later retrieve them and take them forward and get these discarded items and valuable items from it. And then we also have, lastly, we have shoulder surfing. It involves observing a person's private information by piercing over the shoulder or practitioner commonly seen as an individual entering a sensitive data. So seeing someone entering his information, this is at least here you have to make sure, like, you don't be a victim of this. So thank you for listening, and this is just these are just a few things that we have to talk about about social engineering. How do we prevent ourselves from this social engineering? One is that do not open just any kind of this a suspicious email that you could see like it coming from an illegitimate source. Second to that, you make sure, like, you have to be so private about your personal information so that it's not just involved by it's not accessed by any individual. Second, with the third, you have to use a VPN, this virtual private network, so that at least maybe someone doesn't know your identity. Maybe when you're dealing with sensitive information or data online. Thank you for listening, and see you in the next lecture.